Hi everyone, cynthialoowho here, and I'd like to share with you my Lindy Stamp Gang January Color Challenge project. This, I think, is the best ever color challenge because it is all my colors. I love them. It is so shabby chic. I wish we could have these colors every month, but I guess what kind of a challenge would that be, huh? Anyway, I'm going to show a photo of the color challenge. Well, I probably just showed it in the beginning of the video, so you'll see that this just got this gorgeous pinks and creams and a beige and just browns, just gorgeous, gorgeous. So, of course, my brand new color, Bodacious Blush, was perfect for this, and then my other favorite color, Saltwater Taffy, was the other, those are my two favorite colors, and then Frozen Jack Frost. So those three, and Scintillating Silver. And Gag Me With a Spoon Gray. Okay, so those are my very favorites, okay? It's hard to pick a favorite when there's so many. So anyway, let's start by showing you what I did and explaining to you what I did. It's a vintage mini suitcase. And I constructed this all of chipboard. You know how I love my chipboard. So what I did was, I'm going to just grab a piece to show you. These are 8.5 by 11, and these are lightweight, so they're 0.22. I rounded the corners on just the front sides, and then I left the back square, and then I cut a 3.5 inch, and see how it goes this way easier rather than this way? This way it's a little harder, this way it's real easy. So I made sure to cut it this way, so that when I went around the corners, whoopsie, it would curl very nicely for me. I can't really show how I constructed it because I do have it covered inside there, but you know, I just kind of like, because this is 8.5 inches wide, I had to put a piece here, then a piece here, like that, and then I just connected right back here in the corner, but I used this large piece of lace to make sure that it's, you know, stayed. That's how I did the hinge, because I like to do hinges with laces and trims and ribbons. I just think that they're stronger, because when you use like paper, you know, over time opening and closing, you know, it could rip, so it could tear, it could get worn out. So I like to use fabrics. So, let's see, so I did, Bubba, stop it, stop. I'll wait until my dog shushes. So I took 3.5 inches and I cut them this way, and then I scored it 1/2 inch on each one. And that 1/2 inch is what I glued to the bottom. Then I took a 1 inch by 3 inch piece, and everywhere there was a seam, here you can kind of see the seam right here. On the inside, I glued a piece of chipboard that was 1 inch by 3 inches, just to make that seam real strong and curve nicely and not pop out. This is the other seam, you can't really see it very well. And I have a picture of this on my phone before I decorated it, and I think it's an open photo, so I'll put that in here as well. After that, I painted the whole thing with gesso, clear gesso. Then I painted it with, let's see, this one, this golden brown paint. Then I put crackle on it, and I used the one I always use, Folk Art Crackle Medium. Then I went over it with, I painted it white, and then I sprayed it with Bodacious Blush. And here's Bodacious Blush. I was so happy to see this color challenge because I told Tracy, I said, you know, these are perfect for my new set, you know, some of the colors in my new set, because there's like a silver, brown, pink, dusty rose, stuff like that. So, and on the color challenges, you don't have to use all the colors. I think it's you at least have to use 2 or 3. But I used them all, except, which one didn't I use? I don't think I have, yeah, I do have silver in here. So I think I used them all. So that's how I constructed it. After I painted it, Then I did the inside, and I just used some Anna Griffin paper. I'll just explain the outside real quick, and then I'll explain the inside. So the outside, I just trimmed it, and I used these little filigrees. They're like 4 leaves, and I got these from Butterbee Scraps, and I cut the bottom petal off, and I rounded the sides, and then I just folded the top leaf down so it would go around the corners. And then this is a little handle from Saw Crafter, and then I just put that on a filigree as well, so it made it look bigger. And the closure is a magnetic snap. So then I just added all these goodies on top. This is a flower I made. That is a brooch from D. Let's see, this is a ribbon slider, flat back pearl, and an embellishment from Saw Crafter. This is a beaded brooch I made, same as that. This is from D. This is from D. This is One Little Dreamer trim, and then this is like a flowery rosette trim. And then I added these little filigrees on the front just to make it look more like a suitcase. And that's about it on the outside. So I'm going to open it, and I hope that I can fit it all in the camera. And I filled it with goodies. And let's see. I wanted to like pretend that this was a suitcase for like an actress that was like always on the go and needed her like jewelry. Excuse me. Needed her jewelry in like one spot and easily accessible. So I put a ton of laces and trims in here. I added doily, some One Little Dreamer trim. There's a lot of One Little Dreamer trim. Some brooches that I got from my Nashka, who is Natasha from from Natasha Scrapbook Corner Zip It. And then I colored this with what is that? Bodacious Blush Saltwater Taffy, and I just put them in there. I set them in there. I thought they would look nice, and then I put this really pretty antique vintage purse that I got at a swap meet or a flea market. Then on the back, I'm going to try to tip this, not the back, but on the top, I just added some more One Little Dreamer trim. I did not glue any of these trims down so that when I do want to use them, I can, and I thought this would be just a nice display for some of my more pretty trims. This is a gorgeous brooch from Anashka, and this brooch is from her. This is from D. Here's some more of that rosette trim, and that is One Little Dreamer trim, and so is this one. And I just kind of made a little loopy here. You know, back in the olden days, the little vintage suitcases had like that satin pouch and then little loops that you could hang stuff on, so I made a couple of those. And this is the Anna Griffin paper, and the lace in here was white. I know you can't tell because I have so many colors, but I did spray it with South Shore Sand Flat Fabio because it's a real nice, like, creamy beige. And then I added this so that it wouldn't, on both sides, so it wouldn't open too far. And that's about it. I just put paper around here and then on the bottom, but on the sides I just added lace. I just thought, you know, the color of the chipboard is kind of a color that's in the color challenge, so I left it there. So it's mainly pinks, beiges, creams, whites, and silver. It's an awesome color challenge, and it's kind of what I like to make anyway, so it was really good for me. It may be a challenge to some of you, but if you like my style, then this is going to be fun for you as well. So I really hope you guys join the color challenge. So please stay tuned for the photo show, and then check in the description for links to the Lindy Stamp Gang Color Challenge. You know, on their blog, on the right hand side, you'll see a little mini picture of the color challenge, and that will always, that's a permalink for the whole month for that current color challenge. So make sure that you go to there and join this color challenge. I'm going to be going off to Cha in a little over a week, so I won't have many projects beforehand, but I will when I get back, because after Cha, I'm going to be so inspired. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Alright, bye!